Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. I'm back from a week away with the family. Thank you for supporting the channel while I was away. I prepared lots of content. I hope you enjoyed it. And I do want to check out the comment section here in a minute, but I just first want to say thanks guys for hanging out, for supporting, for commenting, for dropping the likes. You're amazing. And man, Splinterlands, even while I'm away, is still grabbing my attention. I was playing Foundation mode. I was grinding in Frontier, scratching and clawing, and I see some cool comments around Frontier, so we're going to chat about that a little bit. We are going to go to the comment sections, but we're going to kind of focus fire on Frontier. So if that sounds interesting, stick around. Otherwise, check out the next video. Let's get into it. So coming over the comment section, we do have some people who are still spicy. Parham over here thinks the game is dead. And that's news to me because I'm playing it every single day, even while I'm on vacation. Ivan says he got a legendary playing 4 accounts and also a few epics, and he said he sold them for $15 US, and that was 2 days worth of gameplay. And so talking about Frontier mode, and you know, 1, enjoying it, 2, being, I would say that description sounds like he's captivated by it, and I would echo that. Like even though I don't have any financial sort of gains to report to you. I haven't unlocked any legendaries. I don't even think any epics. We can have a look in a minute maybe, but you know, I'm not financially blowing up because of Frontier, but I'm having fun. I'm absolutely playing every single day, and that's while I was on vacation. Like, and so it's not work. I'm finding joy in it. Like I wasn't recording it to capture it to share with you guys because I knew this would be big views. This isn't a financial incentive at all. Now, it's cool that it can be if you're lucky enough to pull one of those legendaries or those epics or whatever. And yes, you can sell them on the marketplace for free. Like you played it for free, you enjoyed it, you know, while you're doing it, and you unlocked real US dollar valuation. That's awesome. Stop it with the, like, you know, the nonsense about how that's not awesome. It is, period. This is classic Splinterlands, old school Splinterlands, man. This is the way. In many ways, this is the way it used to be. You did have to always buy a spell book, and correct me if I'm wrong, I have my spell book, so I'm actually not sure, but I believe you don't even need a spell book to play Frontier mode. You don't need anything. You just turn on the game, and I could be wrong about that, so maybe I'll put a little pin in that. But I'll say, regardless, you don't need to buy your cards. You don't need to buy your packs. You can, and you will. You will attain higher levels, but clearly something special is happening with Frontier. I'm loving it. I'm literally playing it while I'm away, enjoying a beautiful vacation, a beautiful lake, time with my family. And I go, even in this beautiful idyllic setting, when I have 5-10 minutes, I'm waiting for the kids, I open my phone and I go to the Splinterlands app, which is awesome, by the way. I don't need to play on Splinterlands, the website, anymore, which had its own sort of challenges. The app is so much better. I'm using it on my phone, instantly logging in, instantly, you know, throwing down some matches, and I'm never going to Modern anymore. And hey, I love Modern, and Modern will give me the best financial rewards. I don't care. I'm not just here for financial returns. Either you enjoy Splinterlands because it's fun and rewarding, or you don't enjoy Splinterlands. And so there's 2 pieces, the fun entertainment side and the rewarding side. And rewarding actually is intentionally vague. Like you might consider reward being the joy of play. You also should consider reward the financial return associated with the non-fungible tokens that are yours to trade or sell. And the Frontier or Foundation set, which are unlockable while playing the game, are an NFT that you can sell, as Ivan is suggesting. So I actually genuinely am so excited for Frontier mode, Foundation, the Foundation set and Frontier mode. I really enjoy it, and I think I'm not the only one. Let's read some more comments. RK 30,000 says, just thank you for the video. That's on a different video altogether with respect to the broken airdrop system. We could talk more about that in this video probably too, but I did see some other comments on Frontier. Confidence from RK 30,000, speaking on the SPS is working towards base chain. You never know who finds this game, meaning like we're early. We're still really early. Splinterlands is big. It's big brain. It's a rewarding game for those who research. My 6-year-old now is building his deck from scratch in the Modern League, playing in Silver, and enjoying the Splinterlands refurbished mobile experience. Come on, guys, sleeping heavy, 1000x. I mean, I feel strongly that there is room for growth. Let's put it that way. With SPS, 7/10 of a penny. And with the game still, yeah, there's markers for growth. You can look at, you know, number of downloads, number of spellbook purchases. That is all on Peak Monsters. It has gone up. Now, is it thousands and thousands, which what we want? No, but it's dozens and dozens. It's hundreds, and that matters, man. You know, we talk about there's been maybe there was 3,000 or a couple thousand people really actively playing in the depths of the bear market. A few hundred extra every single month moves the needle significantly across a year. And so where will we be in 12 months? Where will we be in 12 weeks as we, you know, are watching some of this altcoin market still go ham? ETH above 4,000 US dollars, XRP 326. These are some of my favorites. You guys know that. SPS down here at 7/10 of a penny, but it's popping up from some of those lows. And I just don't buy that there will be a future. Here, track this with me and challenge this comment from me. If you disbelieve, I want to hear it. I don't believe that Splinterlands is here in 4 years and that SPS is still 7/10 of a penny. Those two realities are completely incongruent to me. I think if we are here during the next bull market of cryptocurrency, and I think we all, anyone watching this video believes there will be another bull market in cryptocurrency, and this one's not done, but there will be another yet to come in let's call it 5 years, because that's probably the next window for the next cycle, 4-year cycle-ish. There's just no way Splinterlands, if we're here, we're way above this price, period. Like, that just seems to me financially like a sound suggestion, because continuation in this space would mean at least sustained growth, if not increased growth of player base, as well as, you know, investment and so on. And so again, if we're here and we're still actively creating, I don't mean like, you know, the team has disappeared and the game is still playable because of the SPS, you know, because of the what are they called? Yeah, the team is still grinding. I mean, it seems logical to me that when SPS is no longer being minted, and when the next bull market is long and the gains from alts and Bitcoin are even higher, that there will be more flow of assets. And I think we don't need to wait, you know, 5 years. I believe actually something's happening right now, and it's seen here. Like, until we see Bitcoin really roll over, and some think this is not gonna happen, but until we see Bitcoin truly roll over and sort of enter into a proper bear market, which it clearly is not, I think this song, this party, this amazing time is not over. And so I'm confident now, let alone 5 years from now. But yeah, there's reason to be. Why does it have to be a now? That's what some people seem to think. And I think RK 30,000 is arguing against that. He's like, do it now in small ways. He's talking about silver. He's talking about building a small modern deck. He's thinking long term. He's not thinking tomorrow. And I think that's the wisdom. And he goes on to say in a different comment from the same video, we'll see how the 6 Archons go. Oh, he's talking about the airdrops. So the 6 new airdrops that are going to come from the Conclave Arcana airdrop, Mage Wagon, you know, how good are they going to be? How good they are and how they affect the game. Patience is key. I did conflicts for Rebellion, so this is my second go. You can't participate in everything. Pick a road. In Splinterlands, don't get it twisted. You can't do everything. There was a lot of sleeping from people doing research and time and attention. The game is working. Find your lane. Yeah, man. This sounds like wisdom to me. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not about where we're going to be tomorrow, in 3 weeks, even in 3 months. It's more, you know, me and my connections, the ones that I point towards this game, we're slowly enjoying what we can at those league levels. I think Frontier mode should be part of that for everybody, by the way. If you're enjoying this game in the Silver League level, Frontier mode should be a piece of what you're exploring, because you're going to get those daily chests and those cards, and maybe you do pull that legendary. And if you're starting a Silver League deck and you rip a legendary that sells on the marketplace for, let's check it out, legendary. What are some of the, like, it looks like you can place, if you had a Celestial Guardian, you throw it down for 14 bucks and it might pull. Imagine you ripped a gold foil of these legendaries. Looks like somebody ripped a gold, is that a goldie? Let's see. The new, Yeah, $100. These cards are available, right? They're available to players. And then you rip something like this and you sell it, and what do? Maybe you reinvest it into some modern cards, and then that Silver League deck becomes a Gold League deck. That's the grind, man. And it's not a days, weeks, months. It's a enjoying the process, finding the fun today, and seeking the reward long term. Not expecting SPS to go to 10 cents tomorrow, but thinking, if this game persists and if people see the fun that I'm enjoying, and by the way, if I can enjoy the process along the way, why wouldn't I keep walking this path that I think has 1000x potential? That's his words, but also my flavor in there, because I really stand with RK30,000 in those comments. Really, like I think those are real. That's a real patient mind and an approach to a process you're already enjoying. You don't need to wait to enjoy it. Enjoy it now, and if you don't enjoy it now, at Silver League Modern or at bronze level Frontier, it's possible the game's just not for you, and that's okay too. But truly, if people see the fun at every single level, the complexity of player agency and the opportunity to be better or worse, and find, like, that's going to be a pathway for joy. And so I feel strongly about it. I did see one more comment that I really wanted to grab. Maybe we'll wrap up on this one. Part-time economist, and I've watched his channel, by the way. You should check him out. I haven't seen him in a while, but I saw him drop a comment today or yesterday, and I wanted to read this. A bit of a pushback or disagreement or frustration, maybe. Let's read it. So it's responding to criticism and a brighter future ahead video that I recorded recently. And he said, I don't mean any disrespect to the team, but this makes me wonder if cracking down on bots several years ago was a bit of a mistake. So, because we talked about one of the pieces recently for a lot of people was the team has made bot accounts to increase match liquidity, and the match liquidity benefit has been offset or challenged, or there's been a difficulty to that, which leads to possible rating inflation. And I think there was some rating inflation. In fact, there definitely was. And it was significant, and that had consequences financially for the game. And so we're trying to figure out what that looks like and how to best do that. And Part-Time Economist is speculating, what if we just, maybe it goes back to when we crushed the bot armies, because they were providing providing liquidity. So he says, maybe that was a mistake. Back then we had no problems finding a match, and bots were coming while their bots were coming into the economy. They were buying cards and buying spell books and pushing up the price of assets. The bots only had access to the cards that they would purchase, and their probability of winning was related to the amount of investment in the game. Again, I'm 100% willing to admit I'm wrong here, but it seems like we have essentially recreated the bot problem without benefits of external capital flowing into the game. That's an interesting sentence there, and I think that's there's room for deep diving in on this comment, but I'm going to finish his thought. Of course, the new official bots don't extract resources from the game, so maybe it all evens out. Thanks for the great content. Appreciate you. Okay, so 3 things come to mind, and I don't necessarily disagree with Part-Time Economist in the sense that they did provide bots, and they did provide liquidity, and the old bots that were run by individuals. I always argued that there was actually silver lining to their presence here. People didn't like that, and even now, people don't like that. It's like we think bots are bad, which is far too simplistic, and complicated topics require nuanced answers. Period. There is no other way around, reality. We want black and white. Some people are good, some people are bad. Bots are bad. They're not effective. Like period. It's just not that simple. They did provide liquidity, and they did, at moments in time, drum up valuations on assets. That's one of the things he says. He says they were buying cards, buying spell books. Yeah, I think that's true for a season of time. And spell books, yes, and cards, yes. And he says they're pushing up prices of assets. And I think that's also true for a season in time. They were renting assets that was driving up rental prices on cards in order to do a variety of things. Like at one point we needed a certain amount of collection power in order to play at the highest league levels. They were renting cards, and so were we, to satisfy those collection power requirements so that we could attain the level of league play we desired. that drove prices of rentals higher, which drove sale prices higher, because if a card can generate ROI from rent, that affects its price tag, its sale price tag. And so that's all true, but what you do also say that the bots only had access to cards that they would purchase. Well, that's not true. They could rent, and then also they were unlocking soulbound reward cards, or reward cards even before that. And those ultimately ended up being, for a season of time, a wave they could ride. So I would argue the answer to the reality of what bots did is they provided a certain amount of service in terms of liquidity provision, in terms of the rank matching program. And that did matter, and it was helpful, and we did enjoy it, even if we didn't see how we were enjoying that. That was a benefit to players. And then they did drive up prices, and they were renting from us, and they were everything, SPS, cards, etc. But then they started to get to a sort of over a hill where they no longer needed to pursue us for those things, and they were starting to sell to us because now they had thousands or tens of thousands of accounts. And so it's not necessarily that they were good nor that they were evil, but in one moment of time, they were really, while they were ramping up, they were creating buy value, and we would have felt that. Later, they were creating sell value, and in particular on SPS, I think just kind of selling some of that down in order to at least buy back some of the SPS or the rental value costs for where they would need to rent things. And so I think it's a super complicated topic, but I don't think it's similar to, I don't think we've created a similar problem with the new bots and the new liquidities, because as you point out, they aren't extracting benefits, nor are they inputting external capital. I think the complicated reality to any of this issue is this. We would desire Splinterlands to be a game where human-to-human contact is happening. Like you're just playing people. We would like there to be hundreds of thousands of players in this thing. And if there were, you would have no liquidity problems, no matter what league you're playing in, modern, rank, frontier, modern, or wild, or frontier, etc. And that would be optimal, but we're just not there. And so in the meantime, we're going to have imperfect solutions to the problem we're facing. And liquidity is an issue, and waiting for 5 minutes to find a match is not okay. And when I do find a match and the person's 2,000 rank points ahead of me with a perfect deck, that's not okay either. And so not for me nor them, right? Because if they beat me, if they lose to me, they get slaughtered on their climb. I don't know what they lose, but it's not just equal. And so, you know what I mean? So that's not optimal. And so the problem is, how do we bring imperfect solutions to a moment in time within the Splinterlands history? And I think long term, ultimately the new bot liquidity plan makes more sense. But the real issue, as I said in that video, is not do we have bots or not. It's really dialing in the difficulty level, and what are the levers that we manipulate in order to find that right difficulty and challenge. I think it is going to be around which cards do they have access to at which levels. It strikes me as obvious. So, and it seems like it would be a relatively easy lever to manipulate. Thanks for the comment, part-time economist, and especially thinking through the financial implications. I haven't thought about that in a while on the old bots. So that was fun to think through. Thanks. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'm going to leave it there. God bless.